Hey YouTube, I'm kind of out of breath because I was literally in the process of getting my girls like, come on, let's get ready to go. And then I was like, while they're literally dragging their feet, I should make this YouTube video because it dawned on me the reality of all that even I have to do in a day, and I'm sure you're no different. I talk a lot about on this channel being a stay-at-home mom and, prioritizing your time and things like that. But motherhood is still a job. It is still a full-time job. And that is why I think it's such a luxury that we can give that at least 95% of our of ourselves, and then still have ample time to do what we need to do. But I also want to talk about the whole thing of really transitioning and, not feeling guilt and giving yourself that permission. We're getting ready to run a few errands. The weather is changing, so my girls, I'm sure like your kids, are growing. They need boots. They need more long pants. They need more jackets. They need more like some more coats, thicker coats. And if you're like me, I like for them to have like a windbreaker, rain type coat, a little fleecy something that they can just wear to school that I don't have to think about, that's color coordinated because they're funny about the outer colors. So like my daughter in middle school, she has to wear a white sweater or a white sweatshirt because her polo is white. Then they need a more formal coat, like if we go out to dinner or do whatever. Then they need more of a bulky kind of like snow thicker coat. Did I say boots? Yeah, they need more boots. And then we have gymnastics. Trying the shoes on is going to take forever. We're going to go to the mall. We're just going to do a whole bunch of running around. And that's okay. And when you're trying to transition into giving yourself permission to, really enjoy doing that and feel guilt-free about just focusing on that. And then when you have time, or you can make time to focus on a business or your little side thing, your investment plan, you also allow yourself grace in that, because you're not jumping out here with all of this money management, new investing and money managed knowledge, how to run a business, how to grow your portfolio, how to reinvest, and on top of motherhood, on top of your self-care. It's a lot. And I say this to say, please be gentle with yourself. Please be kind to yourself, and know that any little progress is progress. Okay? Me going through the process of tapping into real estate, it's not for the faint of heart. It's a learning curve. It's a competitive market. But I'm not going to let that deter me. And I'm also not going to feel like, oh no, I'm 34 and I still have to do mommy things and, manage my home and my self-care, and it's just too much. Like, no, just learning is progress. Just buying that book is progress. Just taking that course is progress. Just looking at houses is progress. Just getting a feel for the market is progress. Just opening that, that account, that index fund, or whatever you're finding your niche to do, starting your business, opening your Etsy shop, investing in some things that are going to help you scale your business. All those things are progress. Do not compare yourself to, people that have totally clear schedules and can commit, 24/7 to this. Enjoy your time with your kids, enjoy being a stay-at-home mom, and then enjoy your self-care time, and then enjoy when you have a couple hours a day to focus on your business and focus on learning new things. You're never behind. You're always right where you're supposed to be, and what you allow yourself to know and what you allow yourself to experience. If you're always in the mindset of like, I can't branch out, this is all there must be out there, then that's when you stifle yourself. Those small thoughts, those limiting beliefs, and just thinking there isn't enough for you when there is. And you don't have to jump out here and be a multi-millionaire mogul to make progress either. I'm not trying to compare myself to Kimora Lee Simmons. I'm not trying to compare myself to someone who is on a different level than me. Now, I'm not intimidated by that. I'm not envious or jealous of her, but that's not what I aim to do. That I'm in a totally different arena per se. So just know that whatever you're doing is progress, is enough, and that is going to get you where you want to be, but you keep sight of your goal. Okay, you don't overwhelm yourself, but you just do the little things, because at the end of the day, our children, they need us, and they need to see us balanced, and they need to see us, not overwhelming ourselves with one thing more than the other. You see, so you have some moms that pour their whole life into their children and they don't take enough time for themselves. Then you have some moms that they're so self-absorbed in their self-care that it's like, do they even know their children? Like, are they even present? They're in the lifestyle, but they don't have a connection. They're not they're not in reality. They're like, we've seen those like extreme examples of mothers that are detached in some way, but they're gorgeous and they have all the materialistic things and they're successful. But who are they as women, as nurturers, as like, then you have women who are so focused on the business and they're making the big bucks, but again, they're not balanced. They may not have started a family, or they're letting their business or the corporation or whatever the industry is just become their identity, and then they have no personality, they have no love life, they have no other interests, but they got money. You don't want to be any one of those things where, you're just all way too far one way and not enough in other areas, because with the balance comes that fulfillment. With the balance comes like, okay, I have just enough in every area. But again, don't feel like you're behind and you've got to catch up and compare yourself to all these people. I know that with my new little baby businesses, they're not going to compare to, when I hear someone on podcast say, yeah, my first year I pulled in $100,000 in sales. Okay, that's great. And I'm proud, for her. I'm happy for her. But if I pull in 30, that's not bad. If I grow to 50, I'm doing good. You know what I mean? It's going to take time. I remember when I had my products, if you go all the way down on this channel, scroll all the way back, and I had my nursing pads and my little postpartum mommy products that I sold in Nubian Human and at farmers markets and stuff. Let's say a bottle of the spray was $12. That was a big deal to me. And if I sold so many of those, okay, then I made, plus the nursing pads and a little set, okay, when I made $100, I was like on top of the world. You couldn't tell me anything when someone bought a whole set, or gifted it to someone and just told me how much they appreciated my presentation and the mission behind my business and the products and blah, 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 blah. So no, to someone who's way up here, $100 sale is not that big of a deal. A $12 sale is not that big of a deal. But to me, at that phase of my business and at that phase of in that time of my life, I was so appreciative and so proud of those moments. And you just grow. And last thing I'm going to say is that it really falls back to these proverbs, these principles, these life principles. When you can manage a little, you can manage a lot. The same skills and mindset that it takes to manage $1 billion company, $1 million company, 6-figure companies, all these really impressive numbers it takes to manage. Can you save $5 a month? You've seen the little $5 money jar challenges. Can you manage the money that now you don't have to spend on your expenses if you have a man? What are you doing with your free time? That is also, managing and investing in yourself. What do you do with all that free time? Or do you just scroll on Instagram, save Pinterest boards, and relax? Again, it's okay to relax. It's okay to have a reboot day and some chill time, because God knows we've been running and hustling for so long. We deserve that, yes. But if your goal is to start seeing some progress, where are you managing what you already have around you? Okay, I stopped buying tchotchkes and things like that because I have a feeling of this is enough. I don't need another crystal. I love this crystal. Okay, so I'm good with that. So now I know when I go into a store and I see a crystal, I'm not like, ooh, I'm gonna just jump over here and get distracted and buy a crystal, because my money is being allocated to other things and I know what I need my money to do for me. And to someone else, it'd be like, that's not a lot of money. But to me, it is, because small things grow into big things, okay? Again, I'm not into denying myself. I'm not talking about don't get the Starbucks, don't decorate your home with cutesy seasonal pumpkins, but I'm just talking about getting into the habit of managing what you have, being proud of, okay, you used to say make 45, 50, $60,000 a year. But all that money went to your living expenses. So now that you can work from home, or now that your business is, picking up, blah, 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 and it's making not as much, but again, you're living, rent free and utility free and debt free, in the sense of like all the expenses need to go out. Now that money can do other things for you. What does that look like for you? And again, allow yourself the grace to say, this is all new to me, and it's okay. So enjoy the journey, and until the next one, peace. Bye.